I think we live. We live. This your girl K Lexi. I'm here with TNC Reacts. It's the end of the year. Man, we are grateful that we all made it through. If you could hear this, that means you made it through. This might have been a hell of a year
Indeed.
for a lot of people, but man, we're gonna discuss a little bit of everything. But how you doing today, Orlando, or TNC Reacts, should I say?
I'm doing good. What's cracking? What's cracking?
Man, overly grateful for this year that we had. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people want to complain and talk about what the year didn't bring them, but there's some good things that the year brought. I mean, no guarantees that we're going to talk about it today,
Yeah,
but
that's
we're
true.
going to
So much. It's so much that happened this year. So much.
yeah. I would say one of the best things that happened this year is the birth of BTV.
Yes.
And
Yes, indeed.
and also the Mini Mikes Media Coalition. You know,
Facts.
do I
Yes.
feel
Yes,
like
indeed.
I'm lagging to you?
A little bit, but it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Everything's still on point.
Okay, all right. We just trying to make sure everything runs smooth. But yeah, with the inception of the Mini Mikes Media Coalition, it's given us a chance to like really network with a lot of people. And hold on, let's see if we can adjust this real quick. Bear with me. For those of y'all that's watching us online, let me see. Can you still hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to get that together. So I don't know. So fuck it. Um, hey, you know me. But yeah, so with the Mini Mikes Media Coalition, it gave us a chance to um offer networking opportunities to people um outside of individuals' local area. It gave us a chance to develop BTV, which is our streaming platform on that's available on Roku, Amazon, Fire. I still in my head, I got that from my little skit, Fire.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we got but as far as with that, BTV is a platform for creators by creators. So it's not like somebody that's behind the scenes with no creative talent that's trying to make money or capitalize off of individuals like us that's creative and trying to be creative. So BTV, our membership dues, that goes to the running of BTV. Okay, there go to my cousin Shahira. Hey Shahira. Y'all can also find her. She's on the episode with me the morning after with me and my sister Nini, but BTV is the place, to where you don't have to sell your soul to get on TV, you know. Long as we got enough members, we gonna be up and running. Okay. It's no long-term contracts, no nothing. BTV is a promotional space. So if you on your TV and you got a streaming TV or a streaming device, and you might say, okay, I want to discover some new podcasters and and some new content to watch, maybe some web series, something like that, and you don't want to go to YouTube, you don't want to go to Tubi, you go to BTV, because there is you won't see a whole bunch of one category except for TNC. He got like 30 of them up there, but his segments is only about like 15 minutes.
Hey, got
And
to keep
like
it coming. You feel me?
I had somebody ask me like, "Hey, that's the dude that own it, ain't it?"
Yo, if I did, I'd be really on it, damn, for real. Nah, I'd be like every minute, I'd just be sitting on there like, good morning. Hello. I'm back again. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Hey,
but
but
one
I,
of the things that you said I liked, you what people don't understand about this about BTV is that you don't have somebody hanging over your shoulder telling you what to drop or how to drop it. It's your creativity. It's whatever you're coming up with allows you to put it here and not be stifled or have somebody tell you, no, we don't like that. Come back to the drawing board and try it again. This is you being you,
yes.
unfiltered, and it's allowing you to grow in any path that you want. So that's something that y'all really need to understand.
Yeah, facts. The only thing you gonna hear from me on the complaint side is if the file is too large,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
we got a spec sheet for that. But also, to each its own on your creations, but we're not you're not gonna come to BTV and see fight reels or certain things. Our thing is with BTV, we're trying to make you laugh, trying to enlighten you, trying to educate you. It's enough of the extra gangster stuff in different areas. Come on, spark one, watch some telephone. That's my
Yes. Yep. You are not the manager.
right. We Hey y'all, they need to have that on the shirt to say you are not the manager. Facts.
Yep. And what is it? Crunchy.
Oh yeah, you acting real crunchy right now.
Yep. Need both of those on some t-shirts and
My
slogans for real.
Aries my Aries sister, my Aries twin right there. Shout outs to,
Honey
the
bad.
whole cast of telephone. Matter of fact, right now, if you go to watchbtv.com, it's actually a marathon going on. So if you go to my Facebook page, that little black box that's up there, or on BTV page that has the little black box, you can watch what's on our live programming. So when I distribute like that, like little programming sheet, I mean, it ain't you won't know exactly what might play at 3 o'clock, but if you watch it and you see that it's episode telephone episode 3, then you know it's a music video coming on next. You know what I'm saying? Just put your two and two together. You know what I'm saying? So but so to me, for 2025, one of the best things was the inception of BTV and the Mini Mikes Media Coalition. And
Yep.
and also my reconnection with the X Squad DJs. Shout out to X Squad DJs for sure. Because that's the whole thing. Like we sum it up as Mini Mike's Media, but it's really Mini Mike's Media and Production Coalition. So it's not just for podcasters. It's not just for sketch comedy creators. It's also for individuals that produce films, shorts, commercials. Cause hey, we got people that want to advertise, but they like, I don't have anybody to do the commercial. But you can also holler at your girl K Lexi. I do commercials as well. But even as far as the DJs play a strong role in this as well, because they're the ear to the streets. They got the new music. And then, it's about connecting the dots. We got people that's coming out with feature films, and they're gonna need tracks for that. So it's about bringing us all together. So that's what Mini Mics is about. That's why it's like Mini Mics. And TNC Reacts is actually one of are founders of Mini Mikes and BTV, and he's actually the president as well of the Mini Mikes Media Coalition. So, um, before we start this, I want to say, I appreciate you. Look, here I go in podcast mode, but you know what I'm saying? It's time. We want to let more people know who's on the platform.
Yeah.
So, TNC, I'm gonna give you the floor real quick. Tell people who you are when they see your thumbnail on BTV. What can they expect? Oops, I'm so sorry. Hold on a sec. I pressed the wrong button. I got all
You
excited.
like, get off here, man. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
My bad. You got it. You got it.
What I'll say is that you can actually expect a lot of authenticity behind it. I'm just your average dude. I'm not somebody that's got a million subscribers or anything like that. I'm a person that's learning as I go. I try to talk about real topics, address situations. I don't try to follow trends. just because something is big on the internet, I may not even make a video about it because everybody else has said it. Unless I notice I haven't said anything that I've peeped. But other than that, you can look for authenticity, very honest viewpoints, and I'll drop even things about myself to show that I'm actually going through vulnerabilities and things like that. Like I'm not some almighty dude that thinks I know everything. I just had a video going off about how I've been doom scrolling and what it's been costing me in the process of me doom scrolling. So
Mm.
these are real things that, dealing with as far as procrastination, trying to be, progress through these moments. So it's a lot that you can take from it, if you actually check out the channel. So I'm telling you, when you look it up, so many different variables, so many different topics, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's and and it's really thought a lot of your content is really thought provoking as well. It's exactly what we want for BTV
Okay.
because the thing is, like I tell people, how many times do you and three of your homies or your girls sit around holding one phone watching one podcast? Like you might show them a clip or a couple like little snippets, but to sit around and watch the whole thing, we as content creators, we do this for you to ingest what we're giving you,
Yeah.
not the first 10 seconds, because I'm only going to hold my phone for so long. But now with BTV, you can watch full episodes and have your phone available to scan those QR codes to go directly to their YouTube page. So just about everybody that's on BTV, if you want to see more, you can. The contact information is on there one way or another. If by chance, if it's somebody you want to learn more about or connect with, man, just inbox us, inbox any of us. To, hey, I want to get in touch with Honey. Man, she's doing a hell of a job with telephone, type thing. Just reach out to us because it's a platform for creators by creators. And TNC, I definitely want to thank you. You've been a part of making 2025 a great year. You
That's
know what
what's
I'm
up.
saying?
Oh, and also there are a lot of people that are on the telephone series that are not just on BTV. Some of them are on Tubi, all of that. So you got to understand, like this is legitimate stuff here. Like it's not just we at the bottom. No, we really rocking with people that know what they talking about. Even with her with the X Squad, she even showed us how Ray J was on there showing love to him. So I'm telling you, this is real stuff. So don't just be
Yeah.
thinking people talking out the side of their neck. Like this is real stuff, real movements, real opportunities for you to get started and get your foot in the door somewhere.
Yes, exactly. It's about collaboration. We not gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying? It's about us sharing some of our trials, our ups and downs to try and keep somebody else from having to go through that. Yeah, we might be what you might call aunties and unks, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we got experience. And we could fight. Don't forget that
Oh yeah, I had these YNs trying everybody now. Like, oh word, like let's see, you know what I
though.
mean?
Man, that's something I want to see go with 2025.
The
You know what
YN
I'm
title.
saying? That whole YN. Because it seemed
Yeah.
like right before YN, everybody was on demon time.
Yo, facts.
And,
Facts. But see,
and
they
then,
saw what that Demon Time got him, which was like a Tory Lanez thing going to jail, looking at 10 years. Because he was
man,
big on talking about that. Lil Wayne was talking about that. All these cats was talking about that. Then the YNs came out, and then guess what came out after that? The quarter zip where they were starting to dress fancier. And then guess who got out of prison?
who? The
Pooh
one.
Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty. Talking about first day out.
Hey, here I go.
And
I
now
was about to
everybody going back to the Pooh Shiesty mask. I'm telling you, it's like the CIA is one again. It's
look.
like, dang.
They don't even. We making their job easy. And here I go. I was about to sound like an auntie too. I was about to say, who? That one boy. That one boy.
But yeah, straight up, like as soon as the quarter zip dressing nicer and all of that, now you got a dude coming out talking about, man, forget a teardrop tattoo, put your favorite bullet on your face. I was like, hey yo,
Man.
get a grenade. Where's the grenades at? Like you gonna have these YNs running around with grenades, acting like it's Call of
Facts,
Duty. Like, come on,
facts.
man.
And see,
Like,
and that's the we have to show them that,
yeah,
like, come on, man, don't fall in that trap. And one of the things with all of these dumbasses that's out here, to every dumbass there's at least two or three blood relatives that need to be telling them better, period. You
yep,
know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. I'm
it's
telling
like,
you, just
but something I say too though, guess who the YN parents is though? The crack
who is
babies.
it? Ooh, you drive. Hey, I don't know if I ever told you this story when I was driving Lyft. I had picked up a dude from Chicago, and he was losing it. I don't know what got under his skin, but he was like, they're always asking us to try to help these youngsters and these like, why do they need to listen to the OGs when the OGs was selling drugs to their mother, and their mothers couldn't raise them properly because they were so busy being strung out. So why do these young dudes need to listen to these old heads? I was like, yikes. You know what I mean? That it's a cycle that's been created, and then they say listen to the OGs, but you created the problem in the first place. So how can
And
you then try to correct it?
man, you know what? We need to have to show these connections. We need to have a whole ass for real breakdown of that one, because
Hmm.
we could bring the real Rick Ross aboard
Yeah,
as
and a
part
lot of
of the
people don't know that you really be
conversation.
rocking with him. They don't know that.
You know what I'm saying? And then also shout outs to, to my homeboy BJ Chambers. He just recently came aboard the K Denise agency. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And they can both explain that it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? No, you wasn't selling it to your mama. You was selling it to somebody else's mama, but it was a choice. When you go yank some old woman out her car, you not giving her no choice. When you giving people drugs and you setting people up, you not giving nobody no choice. Just like a real pimp would say back in the day, a hoe made a choice. It's not sex trafficking as they, in some sense of what they say, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, we're
It's a
going to say that for later.
different, yeah. But
For
your hoe
real.
chose me. You know what I'm saying? But when you involve people in your crimes and it traumatized them, you taking away their choice.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, as OGs, we could still fight.
So on that note, we done talked about one of the positives of the 2025.
Yes.
Now, I'm gonna start it off for you, all right? Because we both had to come up with five. We're gonna see how long it stretches, right?
All right.
Now, my one of the recaps of 2025. I was gonna be sarcastic, but I ain't gonna do it. But our President Trump was elected January 20th, which had made him the second president to be non-consecutively voted in twice, but
That was your
then also
positive.
being no. I'm not jumping in on that. I was gonna say a bunch of funny stuff, but I'm like, man, they're gonna cut my head off for it. But I was gonna say that he is also the oldest elected president as well at 78 years old. So that was
Wow.
something that had something new to what had happened for America in its entirety. But that was at the start of the year, so that was something that I was like, you know what, let me bring that in because a lot of stuff you have coming up is gonna be wild for them. So what's yours? What's your recap for 2025?
I would say a positive is
Hmm.
Taylor Swift got engaged. Okay, Swifties.
Now it depends on who you ask, man, because people was tired of seeing her face on the NFL shows. Like every time they make a touchdown, her boyfriend would catch the ball. Travis Kelsey, he would
Kelsey.
catch the ball. They would show her. They'd be like, "Get off the screen." You know what I'm saying? So I think it
Man.
depends on who you ask. You know?
All right, let's look at it on the business side.
Oh
That
yeah,
was the smart move.
oh yeah. They brought
You
how
know
many
what I'm
people
saying?
in?
Yeah. But considering that his his long-term girlfriend before Taylor Swift was a black chick from Cuyahoga County. I'm gonna just sit that there.
You lying? I didn't know that's where she was from. Ain't that so?
His girl, the black chick that he had been dating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
he
know she was
from.
from Con.
I don't know if she from Cleveland Heights. Hell, she might be from East Cleveland. Hey, allegedly. I mean, I don't know. Nobody sue me over none of this stuff. This auntie talk.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Had to go to Google for this.
yeah, but
But
how
no, I
you
didn't know
go?
she was from there.
You go from somebody. I mean, not saying that's a lower standard because I'm a female that was raised in Cuyahoga County. But I
Mhm.
mean, that's just a big jump.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you think
That
about it,
makes me
he went from being a Chad to a police officer overnight.
feel that's the
You
strong
remember
part.
that beard he used to have, and then he went to the mustache alone. Looked like he ride around on a police motorcycle with them shades on. Like, let's see who we giving tickets to today. That's what he looked like after once they got together.
Oh,
I'd
where
never
we
seen a
going?
switch up so fast in my life.
That's
Uh,
yeah. And then
he
they
got
was
rid of the
even
fade
talking
and everything.
about his fade.
Yep, the fade disappeared too.
Yep, for
Yeah,
real.
man,
Like
he was on his way down to Georgia.
no more hood barbers, babe. We gotta go to chat. That was a shocker for me though, because I thought she would have ended up with I don't know, like not
Who though? That's the question. Who? She's so big. There's
look
really not that
somebody
many
who
people bigger
name
than
I don't know.
her.
That
Yeah,
that's how mayonnaise that would have been.
they've been a foreigner. Probably like some Italian designer or something there that owns a Italian store. Some big billionaire off that you ain't never heard of just pop out the woodworks. You know what I
Bruh.
mean?
The Serena sister, I mean the Williams sisters got whiter guys than Taylor Swift. So if you want to know who probably one of the Williams sisters, now that would have been really nice. What if he would have hooked up with Serena Williams? That would have been bomb as fuck.
That'd have been interesting, but I ain't gonna speak on them. I think they go through what a lot of other people that do interracial dating go through is that they just don't appeal to a set group. You know what I mean? They might be quirky, they may be goofy, and that don't translate well. But these other people may like it, and that's where it works. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
the quote unquote nerdy black guy that sits off in the cut and likes Dungeons and Dragons, and they be like, "Oh, you're weird," and then he gets with the white girl, and they be like, "Why you with her?" Well, she plays Dungeons and Dragons with me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what they
yeah.
got going on. So I
Now,
try not
now,
to
for,
say nothing bad about that because
now
everybody
for
got
the
somebody for them.
now for the record, I'm not against interracial dating. I
Yeah,
was
me
married.
neither.
I was married to a Palestinian guy in high school. I had a white boyfriend that did the little thing like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to think I was so cute when he did that. but
uh-uh. Yeah, so
but you
I'm not hating either. It's just, because I've been seeing people lose their minds about the Williams sisters and who they married. It's like, come on, man. Like, you
yeah.
not getting none of the money, so what you complaining for? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Long as people happy, that's all that matters. That's all
exactly.
that matters. So
So,
what's something on your list?
part two, June 20th, K-pop Demon Hunters taking over Netflix. Now, if anybody don't know this is a kids movie that happened to be dropped on Netflix, and it was like K-pop. I don't know if you know about Korean pop music and stuff like that. It's starting to blow up all over the place. It's been big, but hitting the states, the kids love it. I'm talking about anywhere from 17 and down. These kids love Korean pop music, and I don't know when it started, but I know when that movie came out. Next thing you know, I'm watching it like 100 times, and I know some of the songs because of it. You know what I
Shut
mean? Like,
up.
trying to do the dances and all. The
What's the
kids are
name of it
watching it.
again?
It's K-pop Demon Hunters.
I'm writing that down.
It actually ended up becoming the most watched movie on Netflix in history. Yep. And I
Wow.
and I look, I've watched it about 100 times, and it is definitely worth it. You know what I mean? Because it's like a musical.
Oh,
You know what I'm
see,
saying?
you done
So they
counted
slide
me
no, they
out.
slide it in there because the premise of the movie is that these are singers who also hunt demons on the side. So they're
Okay.
musical artists that go do these concerts, and this music is supposed to create this barrier to keep the demons out. I'm telling you, it's wild. When you check it out, you'll like it. I'm telling you. So that's how they slide it in there, and it's jumping. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm
So
gonna tell you. Yeah.
so that's like that remind me of some of them shows back like in the 80s that I seen that came out in the 70s and stuff. So it's almost like Scooby Doo and them being a band.
Yeah, but better. Because here's the thing, like, Scooby Doo got their own lane. These are two different lanes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm
They
gonna
not
have
out
to
here
check
with
that out.
weapons and fighting on top of trains and slicing demons up. You know what I mean? That's all
So
I'm saying. When you see them
wow.
throwing hands with these noonchuckers and all of that, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm with it. You know what I mean? Trust me, you ain't gonna hate on it. It's
Got
there.
you.
It's there.
Got you.
Now
Well,
what you got for me?
so I'm gonna have to check that out because I wrote it down. I'm gonna look into that this
All right.
evening. I'm gonna
No.
look into that and then so because that makes me think like the production of it is probably like through the roof.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the
Yeah.
animation is, I don't know if you saw those the Spider-Man ones with Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same people that did that animation did this. So
Okay. Okay.
yep, yep. So they know what they're doing.
Okay. Well, yeah. Shoot. Definitely. I gotta check that out. What's that? Amy said I love that.
I ain't think he had Down syndrome. I thought he was just stupid. I don't forgot about him. His eyes go like this. Look, his eyes is going this way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. I gotta
Yeah,
watch it now.
yeah.
I
You gotta
gotta
check it out. It's cool. I'm telling you, it's a great time for kids, man. Like it's one of those movies where you're not upset that the kids is watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to
Yeah,
slide any windows in there, stuff like
and
nah, it was cool.
diversity.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was cool. It was definitely
yeah,
cool.
diversity is important too. So, speaking of like high production and diversity, what about that AI music boom?
Oh
I
man.
mean, I know that AI been around. We gonna have some fun. Oh, it's been around since, but the fact that it is now being more discussed about AI artists topping charts, um, and then to where certain platforms have to change their content stipulations and
Mm-hmm.
you have to add certain tags on everything. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm at 45, I'm about to learn this AI
Yeah, I feel you. Make me want to do it too, for real, for real.
one
There's
way
so
or
many,
another.
so much.
Because honestly, all right, I could say this. I've been a poet for years, right? But I can't sing a lick. I can't even hum. But I had some lyrics. I was just playing around and I had some lyrics and I had a beat idea, which I know a little bit about music production as far as putting the beat together. But getting back to these lyrics. So I took my poem and I put it into the little thing, and then boom, this heifer came out saying my thoughts. I was blown away.
Mm.
And I was able to give that to two young ladies to go into the studio and record it. So it helped me as a songwriter, help,
Mm.
pass along my vision to the artist for them to create it in real life. So like that's my experience. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way in hell I could have sang it for them to get the idea.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you, got you.
But
See,
go
and
ahead.
that's up in the air thing because it's benefit for you, but say to the artists that can do all of that, and then they get weeded out because they're like, "Nah, we don't need you now." So it can potentially take away from new and upcoming artists that have the talent to do so, but they got a computer that's singing it. So now then, like, well, all the money just sticks with us, and we don't have to worry about paying these people and stuff like that. I don't know,
Now,
but no, but realistically, you know what? It's gonna have its own place, but authenticity is gonna be always there. They're always
yeah,
gonna want to hear that grunginess or whatever style it is. They want to hear that imperfection in the song, even though it
AI
may
can't
sound perfect.
perform.
Yeah,
AI
exactly.
AI can't do shows, and like in my case, I used it to create a demo reel.
Oh, okay,
You know
got
what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking, one of the things I'm thinking about too, like everybody's now people want to talk about how AI and certain platforms took away their potential clients, right?
you. Hmm.
But but me as a graphic designer or content creator, nobody was saying that when CapCut came out. Nobody
Oh,
said nothing when Canva came out because Canva
mm,
canceled out the graphic designer.
really? Oh, yeah, yeah. That's true
You
because
know,
everybody doing it themselves.
yeah. So
Yeah,
those of us that did Photoshop and everything, there was no longer a need from us.
yeah.
And I ain't even gonna lie, you get straight to the point. I said, forget Photoshop. Canva, here I come.
I mean, that's what I use for my thumbnails. I use that. I've been using that for like 2, 3 years now. The moment that I found out about it, I was like, "Oh, I can do it myself."
Yeah.
Boom, and just kind of
So
ran with it. So
So it's like AI and technology and these advancements and stuff is shifting a lot of jobs from people
yeah,
or opportunities from people. So I just want to put that on the record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody's
yeah,
screaming about the artists, but yeah, what about us as graphic designers, people that went to
valid point.
school to edit video and stuff, but now you could just put it in CapCut or something, pay $20. You don't need us.
There you got a point. Yeah,
But like you said, you can't that creative side, like if it's generative or whatever that is type of AI, it still needs human input. And after a while, it becomes stale.
yeah,
But if you a creative mind, the same thing for the people in the music industry. If you're a creative mind, you could continue to create
yeah.
organically and outside of the box, is you could still it to me. I think AI and stuff just gonna make people step their game up,
I like
you
that. I
know
like that.
so what
Good
else
point.
you so what you got?
So
I'm
this
scared.
particular situation on July 16th taught these people to stop bringing your side pieces to the concert. The Coldplay concert, Kiss Cam. Yes, indeed. People realized in that moment that you got to stop taking your side piece outside
Or you'll end up on a jumbotron.
on the jumbotron. Oh my God. I done made videos about it. I saw how many videos was made. I'm not sure. I think one of them got divorced. I'm not sure. But then I know one of the people tried suing because of the people that posted it online, like, hey, this was a private moment, all of that. And it was like, you're trying everything because you're desperate. But
Yeah.
realistically, it was one of the biggest moments to tell people stop taking their side pieces outside.
You
Yeah.
would have thought. And see something I always tell people about releases. When you purchase a ticket, you know what I'm saying, to go to an event, if you look at that ticket, it got all kind of stipulations and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So they put you on a jumbotron. You signed away your rights in a sense,
Mm,
for publicity or whatever, once you bought that ticket. If you get, and I
mm,
think they even tighten it up to where if you get hit in the face with a basketball, they not liable. This what you signed up for. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Type stuff. So, but
I
yeah.
mean, I'm telling you, it was just crazy to me because, first off, y'all supposed to you on a work trip. And the
Yes.
thing is, it also taught people another thing too is doesn't matter how much money you got because the wife, the female, the female that was cheating, her husband was an owner, money making, all of that. He had money. And then the other dude, his wife made money. So it was like, yo, y'all just some cheaters. This don't have nothing to do with status. This don't have nothing to do with money. y'all just like to be cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like both of them got kids, whole families, and they like ready to go to this concert. You know what I mean?
And I
It was,
think he was her boss, wasn't he?
yeah, and like he wasn't directly over.
He was higher ranking, allegedly, or something.
He was
Anything
over
out
her
of my
though.
mouth is allegedly.
He was over her though.
In more ways than one.
You sure you want to go to this concert tonight? Man, the
That's
way
what.
they was hugged up too. Ooh, they like each other. They was liking each other until that camera hit them, boy. They ducked down and everything.
Or either them drinks hit. I
Yeah.
want. I wonder what that tab was. That's what I
Well,
want to
it
know.
wasn't worth what he went through after it, though. I tell you that much. I think he had to
Man,
step down. I think he stepped down. I think she stepped down too. I don't remember all the specifics, but that moment lit up the internet for quite some time. So that's what I got for
yeah,
that one. So that was my number
yeah.
three one for you.
That was. Hey, so I'm gonna shift it a little bit. All I'm
All
gonna
right.
say is Charlie Kirk.
Ooh.
All right.
Yep.
So for the record, I and BTV, Mini Mike's Coalition, none of us condone the killing, the assassination, the death. We don't condone none of that. Okay.
Correct. Yep.
Um, any comments that we make, it's from another aspect. But we do not, we are not, we weren't a group of people laughing at it. It
Nope.
is not entertainment. It's not, you are not to make mockery, because you never know what your future might hold as well.
Yeah.
Our condolences to his family, friends, everything. No one deserves to be assassinated. But yeah, so that happened this year. And honestly, I didn't know, I never heard of him
Oh,
until
really?
he
Until
was
then?
assassinated.
Oh,
Like,
wow. Okay.
I heard people somewhat talk about turning point, but like I'm not the type of person I look for an argument. I don't look for a battle.
Yeah.
If I come across it, or if somebody like you or some share some, what you think about that? Then, oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
But he wasn't someone that was discussed within my day to day.
Yeah.
But but as far as once it was like after he got shot, that's when I went back and I did research. And I admit, the way people snip snippets and stuff, you got to hear the whole context, but then also me having a marketing mind, PR mind, I was
Controversy
able to
sells.
read into the agenda.
Yeah. Controversy sells. You know,
Yeah, and then hey, what's so crazy is, and here we is, Nicki Minaj as a non-American citizen
oh, man.
sitting with
Do you
Turning Point.
know? Do you know? Hold on. We'll get to that later. But man, I, move her off. But I will say something that I did notice about Kirk. Now, his name is so big right now, you cannot use it on TikTok. If you use his name on like lives and stuff, you will be booted off. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, like certain areas you have to watch your verbiage. You know what I mean? You have to be very cautious on the words you use. And yeah, using his name will get you booted off, especially depending on what you're saying. You know,
yeah,
if you're not speaking positive about him, boom, you're booted off. But I knew about him prior to it, and I used to see some of his content. Some of it was not taken out of context. It was just what it was. It was meant to be brought as it was. It was meant to be dealt with as it was. And also, the ones that were taken out of context or not shown were moments where he did big up the community. But majority of the speech, I'd say 70-30, was negative. So it's kind of hard for you, if depending on what community you're from, to look at it in certain ways, because I do hang out with a lot of white folks. I do interact, and some of them are my friends. And they was like, "Look, check these videos out. Okay, that one's cool. Now let me show you this one." Ooh, you know what I mean? So it's like I get where you're standing at. I get why you're viewing this. I know some people that try to compare him to MLK. I couldn't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like two different ball games, two different fields, two different
Yeah.
levels. It's not the same thing. So, outside of what you said, yeah, no one deserves that. No one should ever go through that. Especially when we're talking about words. You know, words
Yeah.
are a powerful thing, but it shouldn't allow you to have your life taken because of it.
Yeah.
Especially
I
with the stuff I talk about. I'm like, man, if somebody want to take me out for the stuff I said, I know I'm saying something crazy. You know what I mean? Because
man.
I don't think I stretched too far, but the people I'm ticking off, I don't think they're gonna be looking for me with a rifle. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like it's not that serious. It ain't that serious.
Like if I see him, I'll throw hands with him, maybe because I'm like in the street stuff, stop jail stuff, stop this, stop the gang stuff, all of that. So,
Yeah.
but for him, his was different. His messaging was different.
And going into 2026, let's use our words. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's like don't get so frustrated by the words that somebody is saying about you to
Yeah,
where what's so crazy, it's not even like a black dude did it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, but I'm just saying within our community, within the minority community, black, Latino, all minorities, like man, use your words. They expect for us to be violent, you know. And I remember my great grandmother used to always say, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. You know what I'm
yee.
saying? And
Okay.
so to me, that's why like I'm not that angry black woman. You know why? Cuz I'm loved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had more than enough fathers growing up, more than enough mothers. I had double on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And so you don't address ignorance. Let's stop addressing for 2026. Let's stop addressing ignorance. It could die, it could simmer out just as it come out their breath, let it hang in the air and simmer down. Don't catch that shit mid-air and carry it further. Let it die. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unnecessary. Like people, you gotta look at the resource. I mean, look at the source that it's coming from.
mm.
Okay? If a person that's smoking crack tell me, "Oh, girl, what you got on? You look terrible today." You know what, ma'am? Respectfully, your opinion don't matter to me because you smoking crack actively right now. So
Uh,
you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like now,
yeah,
if somebody that I respect, I hold high, you know, if they say, "Hey, you might want to reevaluate something," okay, I appreciate that input. That still don't mean they right though,
yeah,
but I appreciate their input. But then still, people now. Don't get me wrong, the crackhead, the drunk, and everything can still give you wisdom, but you still got to take it at a weighted value.
yeah.
So,
Because it's gonna make you laugh. Buster was one that told me that.
Yeah,
He was
yep.
like, I don't care if you meet somebody, the richest man on the planet, or the guy on the bus. He was like, you listen to what they have to say because they
I
might
just,
tell you something you ain't never learned before.
I just spilled my ashtray.
Oh no.
So yeah,
Terrible. I was like, what is she doing right now? I'm like, I'm seeing the screen move.
yeah, I just gotta get it off my keyboard. Oh,
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
well, while you doing that cleaning, I got one for you. All right.
Okay.
So this happened October 23rd, and it was the NBA betting and gambling scandal. Now, mind you, everybody, I want you to understand something when I say this. We've all talked about this happening before, which is, oh, we all know that there's some type of script, there's some type of gambling, there's something going on.
Yep.
But, but
Com-
for it to be the indictments of Chauncey Billups, who is the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, Terry Rozier, who was a guard for the Miami Heat. Now, in all fairness, if you watched him play the game, you know he was betting something because some of the
Yeah.
mistakes he made were so egregious that you had to believe that somebody was paying him to do it. The passes
Wow.
he was making, the fumbling of the ball, it was just all terrible. So yeah, so that was a big thing that hit the scene because these people are making millions of dollars, but then come to find out, supposedly the mafia was involved and things like that. So that's what made it such a big deal.
Wow. Yeah,
Hmm.
cause that shocked the hell out of me, but like you said, it's it be something. You know what I'm saying? And you can't expect out of all the people in the league for everyone to be just so ethical.
Yeah, I mean it happened with Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan, Magic Johnson, all of these people was having these issues back in the day. They were betting on themselves. And they were like, you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so he had betting issues as well, you know. So it's just one of those things that come with it.
Yeah,
Even,
cause
even referees said it over the decades. Yeah, man, this is they bet, they scripted all of that. They man, all of it.
I feel like it happens more often. If it's something that they catch inside, I think that the NBA or the different leagues handle it internally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just for outward integrity. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. To where, they'll just fire the person, make adjustments, send them off to rehab, sign this paper. Now, you know what I'm saying? Because I think with that whole thing, I forgot how it went, but it was like a cousin. Wasn't it like a cousin or somebody blew the whistle or something? But
Um, I don't know.
it was
Let me see. Let me check, make sure.
because
Now
I
they
could.
said it started. It said Billups is alleged to have participated in illegal poker games that were facilitated by mafia crime families, and Rozier is accused of being involved in illegal sporting bets. So what happened is people figured out that Billups was letting something happen, like they were doing the games, but they were tricking people out of their money. And
Okay,
whoever found
yeah.
out was the ones that told. Like, hey man, because the one thing you can't do, and I said this, I'm like, no one's going to street level anymore to get you. They are going to
Yeah.
sue you. This is what it is. And especially when you play with certain people that got money, they not finna do no street stuff. I'll see you in court. And then all of
Yep.
that gets aired out. You know what I mean? So you can't bully people no more with these tactics. I'll tell the police. Then guess what? You got racketeering. Then you got,
Yep.
you getting hit with the Ricos and all of that. So no one wants to play these games with people that are willing to tell because at the end of the day, snitching exists and it's not snitching when you play me because I'm a civilian. I'm telling. Cut it and clip it. I'm gonna say that right now. You play with me, I am civilian. I'm telling. I didn't do the crime. You going to jail, buddy. You going to jail. I mean that.
Like, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I bet it's somebody outside of
Yeah,
that,
but it
because
was one
if
of the people that
not,
got played. It was one of the people that
y-
got hustled that told. That was
yeah,
what it was. Yeah.
yeah, the league couldn't contain that.
Oh yeah,
They
not at
couldn't.
all. Nah,
They
nah.
couldn't contain that. All right, so speaking of leagues, this wasn't on my list, but like for the clowns fans and stuff, you know what
Hey,
I'm
nah,
saying?
you stay out of this. You know
I
what? You're
did.
not gonna disrespect my team like
I'll
that.
say Shador Sanders finally touched the field.
And
So,
hold on now. Hold on now. He set a record that hadn't been touched in 70 years. I don't want to hear
no,
nothing.
listen.
I want to
Let
hear
me. I'm
nothing.
glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that. That was
What?
the dumbest headline I read. When you set a record, that means you the first motherfucker to ever do it. Not you the second, you the most recent, you the last one. That's the follow up. The first person set that record. They said Shador Sanders set a record. No,
He
he was
beat
the,
it.
like
No,
they
he
say,
beat
he
the
the first
previous
one
one.
that did it in 7 years or
70. No,
however.
70. He beat the one from 70 years ago.
He beat
Hey,
it or
say
he
what you
met it.
want.
I'm a
Huh?
hater. I'm
No,
a
he beat it.
clown hater.
No, he beat it. He beat it. It was like 4 touchdowns and a certain amount of over 300 yards for a rookie. So, hey, shouts out to him. Come on now. Look here. I don't know what it is with you, why you hate the Browns so much. But your team ain't that great either. Y'all getting in by your chin,
I don't
and y'all
care
be
what
bragging.
this
Y'all be
this
bragging. Look,
is
we could have a whole segment
ninth
about this
winning
later.
season. Ninth
Huh?
winning season. Ninth, is it the ninth winning season? It's still
Just because
winning.
you're just above garbage don't mean that it's that
We
great of a
still,
season.
and guess
Look,
what? We play tomorrow. We play tomorrow, bro. Man, that steel curtain gonna come down on
who y'all
Sanders'
playing?
neck.
Who y'all playing?
Cleveland.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's gonna be interesting. I got to deal with
Mm,
this again. So look,
yeah.
here's the deal. If you beat a losing team, does that really make you a winner?
Not at all. It's to
Now, if
shut
we
y'all
beat
the
y'all,
up.
now if we beat y'all, then what? You gonna call us the clowns again tomorrow?
Y'all still be the clowns.
How? If we beat you, we the clowns. If
Everybody can have a
you
bad
lose,
day. You can have a bad. Y'all
oh
know our
yeah.
quarterback old. Y'all know we working with senior citizens and stuff. We getting that
Oh,
tax
now it's senior
deduction.
citizen. You see, see. Look, everybody. I want y'all to see this. Look me in my eyes. All right. This is what happens when you let people become delusional, and they always find an excuse for the losses. No accountability. This is what you see
I'm
with a
just saying
Steelers
what
fan.
y'all say. Yeah, we got an old quarterback. So why can't y'all admit, okay, yeah, we
Philip Rivers
shitty,
is
but we got a
old, and he
couple
came
good
out there and
players.
did his thing. Philip Rivers is the oldest football player in history, and
I'm
he's
just
out
saying.
there playing for the Colts. What are we talking about right now?
I'm just saying all I need is for the Browns fans to just say, "Hey, I know we shitty, but we got a couple good players." You know what I'm saying? Let's just go that. Don't try and act like y'all
You know what's
better
gonna
than the
happen?
Steelers as a whole, bruh.
I'm gonna thank the Steelers fans and the Steelers tomorrow for allowing Myles Garrett to hit the all over overall sacks
Yeah, I
in
hear.
a in
Yep,
a
that
in
is
a
in the hunt.
and
So,
he
so
all he needs is one more,
possibly,
and y'all gonna give it to him because y'all line is garbage. So I
man.
want to thank y'all in advance. You're a great team, and I
See
love what
here.
y'all do for us. Y'all keep us
See,
motivated. You keep us hating y'all
see,
guts. You know what I mean?
see. Here we go. I don't know what happened. We got technical difficulties. Oh, I don't know what happened. Are you still there,
Yeah.
T?
Oh, tell me how you really feel.
Am I petty? Yes. I'm
You
from
know
Northeast
what I mean?
Ohio.
Okay. Ah, yo, we're gonna have to have a segment about just that. Man, look, it'll be over. No,
Man.
so hold on. We got another one for you. Now, this is a weird one because it just happened November 20th. It was Tesla shareholders, it was November 26th. Tesla shareholders approve a $1 trillion compensation package, one of the largest in corporate history for CEO Elon Musk. Under the plan, Musk could receive stock awards worth up to that amount over the next decade if he meets a series of ambitious financial and operational targets. So that's why everybody was talking about how he'll be the first trillionaire and all of these different things because of this particular deal that got made with his shareholders. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I agree with it. I don't see
No.
nothing wrong with it because as like there's a lot of unpaid time that goes when you establish a company, when you're leading a company or organization. You know, there's a lot of unpaid hours that go into it. Even as far as the idea, I think that's where, you pay somebody. If it's somebody, I believe, I'm as a creator, business creator, content creator, if it's something of your creation, your development, you should be paid the rest of your life, long as it's in existence. So I'm not against it at
Okay.
all.
Cool. So you all right, so do you look at the game from capitalist viewpoint or like how do you look at the game?
Yeah, what's capitalist viewpoint?
It's my money and I need it now.
All right, so I would say one of the things people nowadays got things. they got lines blurred. Somebody's
Yeah,
personal company that they develop, that's their personal business. If
yeah.
I want to, if I don't like the color red and I don't want nobody working in my company with the color red, shouldn't nobody tell me I can't fire you for wearing red, because that's my personal business. And if you don't like it, you can quit. So it's like on the other side, you got community-based organizations that's funded by public dollars and certain things, then yeah, those should go by certain stipulations. So I feel like people have crossed those lines. My company is not a welfare program. What I
I like
say
that.
go. If
I
you
like
don't
that.
like it,
I am the alpha and the omega in
yes.
this place.
Yep.
I
Yep.
feel it. So what's your
Yeah.
next one? Because that was my last. That was my five for you. So what you got?
I know we said we wasn't gonna, but take that. Has a whole nother connotation in 2025.
The year of the baby oil.
The diddler.
You know how they talk about. You know how they talk about the year of the dragon, the year of the wolf. Man, this is the year of the baby oil. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I can't. It's just so much to unpack. It's so
Well,
much.
are we still gonna do that? Are we still gonna do the four segments for it? Because we don't want to
Yeah.
go too hard now, man. Because man, my jokes will be flying like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah, we need to we need to drop that like ASAP, because all right, so with Puffy, so we'll just how can we summarize it? All that stuff you thought about, everybody talked about, whatever. Diddy went to court for it. He got charged for some stuff, but they rearranged the naming on other stuff. But then now that what's his name? 50 Cent got a hold of a tape that was some footage, not a tape. Footage from a video guy. All of this is alleged. This is my recap. But the dude wasn't paid by Diddy. Diddy was gonna release, thought he was gonna get off or whatever, and was gonna release this stuff later. Got in that petty hands of 50 cents. Oh, the worst pay, like never. Hey, you know what? It's almost one of them lines like Jesus or 50 Cent. Who would I don't know about being on 50 Cent bad side. Like 50, yeah, that he won for real.
Yeah,
But
his level of petty is unmatched.
yes, but I do feel him as far as, because I even made a post like that. You know, more people is talking about this Diddy documentary than Eddie Murphy documentary on Netflix. But then, like for real, who's checking for Eddie right now?
Well,
Like,
I
and
think
I
the
know
thing.
he ain't gonna talk. I ain't even watch it. I know he wasn't gonna talk about that traffic stop from back in the day. I don't even, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying. So unless you
yeah,
gonna address everything, I
you know,
need
just
to.
because you said that, I do need to check it out. But I think the thing was is that he's not always in the eye of the public. Did he stay in it? He's always making his presence known. That's why this made such a big deal. You know what I mean? Compared to Eddie, who pops up, oh, hey, I got a movie coming out. Oh, hey, I got this going on. And then he
Yeah,
disappears for a while, then pops back up. And in this day of information, if you're not constantly in the forefront, they'll forget about you after a month. You
yeah,
know, that's just the
true.
reality of it because Diddy about to be forgotten about until he jumps
His
out
new
and does his
charges.
50 months.
Yeah,
Hmm?
to his new charges.
Yeah, so that's just the beast that we live in when it comes to the internet world. I mean, we looked up different things for our recap, but it was over 100 things I could have chosen. I was just like, let me do these. You know what I mean? But realistically, when you have a Diddy situation where he paid somebody off first, then started giving away masters and making them sign NDAs and doing all of this stuff prior to it, and the biggest thing is his behavior caught up to him. And the one behavior I'm gonna say is him not paying people. Like I said, this
The
is
videographer
2025.
is a prime example. Him not
Yeah,
paying people.
You not paying people for the footage and time they put recording that stuff. This is 2025. People gonna get their money one way or another. Either they gonna sue you or they gonna sell it to the highest bidder. This is what they do nowadays. I'm not gonna fight you in the streets. I'm not going to no street level. I'm gonna sue you or I'm sell it. This
Hey,
is the new age.
I can
Just like
almost
in the
I'm
90s.
almost willing to bet couple more people down the line gonna sell some footage or a story to 50 Cent. He gonna this ain't the last
Oh
expose
yeah,
docu film that's gonna be done.
not at
So
all.
let me ask you this, T. Uh would you say that you were surprised by what you heard during the Diddy trial?
Um, the only thing I was shocked about was the collection or the collecting of the men's ending stuff and then rubbing it on themselves afterwards. That blew my mind. But anything outside of that, not really, because I mean, if being up in Cleveland, being that close to New York, we used to hear a lot of the quote unquote stuff that was going on in the 90s and early
Mhm.
2000s about Diddy. Like all those rumors when they started talking about it. And then I was like, oh, yeah, man, we've been heard that back in 2000. We heard
Yeah,
about that in the 90s. Like this dude ain't, we've heard it. It's just you didn't have the actual proof of it or the paperwork. But, so it didn't really
that
shock me.
took
That
the
was the only thing that
whole
shocked me.
like when you hear the phrase "come rub me down," like, bruh.
Man, I couldn't look at baby oil the same after that. I was like, hey, yo, like, and it was so much. It wasn't just a little bit. Like he everywhere. He had it in suitcases. He had it under the sink. He had it on
Man,
top of the sink. He had it in the bathrooms. He had it in
man,
the living room.
setting
Like
up the parties, setting up the parties for that shit.
I'm telling you, that is just. I mean, and then to find out how he, because I always wondered how did he sleep because you never really seen him sleep.
That
I was
pink
like, how
shit.
was he able to function like that? Then you find out what he was doing, the amount of I don't know if I can say it on here, but the different things he was taking, the rehydration he was going through, all of these different things to get to that point. So now it makes sense. Give me one
Man,
sec. Hold up.
man, I'ma tell y'all this. All I hear in my head, all while I watch anything Diddy trial related, all I thought about was just hearing him say, "Take that, take that, take that." Like I just
Yeah, that was
and
rough. That was rough. I
and
was
I
like,
don't
hey yo.
and whoever released that so-called audio tape of Meek Mills, thank you,
Oh,
thank
now
you for graping
allegedly,
my ears. Okay,
allegedly,
allegedly,
this was recorded by Nicki. And that's why they supposedly allegedly broke up because she peeped that and then released it later. This is all alleged, but that was one thing I remember reading once that audio came out. Then they supposedly got
bruh.
one with Bad Bunny. That's an alleged one too. I'm telling you, it's a lot of horrible ones that have just creeped out onto the web. Horrible.
Man, it's like you got Puffy list and Epstein list.
Yeah, yeah.
The 2026 list, Epstein and Puff. That's
Oh, so to read now, I told you I was gonna read this to you so people can see your fresh face when this information come out. Now you have brought up the fact that Rob Reiner had passed, and well, not passed. His life was taken. His life and his wife were both ended early. I'm trying to watch what I say by their son. Now I don't know the exact reason, but everybody's up in arms due to the statement that was made by our president. And it reads as stated here. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away, together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. Not done. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. That is what he wrote. I told you. I told you. You thought I was joking. I tried to warn you.
You
I said it was so.
you remember what I said earlier about listening to a crackhead opinion?
Look, and
Nothing.
this is what I said. Now you see how bad that was, right? I said both sides were like, dude, what are you doing?
The only thing that shocks me that comes out of the great president's mouth is words of compassion. Certain times he might that was
I was trying to think
his
of when he's done it, but I haven't. I don't
I'm
know
I'm
when.
gonna I'm gonna just sum it up as that's some Gemini shit right there.
Well, here's my question: who's pettier, 50 or Trump?
50. 50 still got him. 50 still
Uh,
got him.
hey, look! Did you see the plex that he had created to go under each president's name?
No.
Oh Lord, man! Look, man. Hold on. See, you got me working. His level of petty knows no
A
bounds
lot.
because he's able to redirect everything. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna actually try to share this for y'all. Hold
He's
on.
he's a narcissist.
Black
And
Wolf.
so
Hold on.
that's what they do. And he's a Gemini on top of that, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
Gem-
hey,
Geminis do shit like that.
hold on. Writing to.
Hey, but in the meantime, while he trying to find that, make sure y'all tap in with us. BTV, this your girl K Lexi, TNC Reacts. This is that 2025 recap on life as we know it, allegedly. You find
As
it?
we know it, I like that. Hold on.
Yeah.
So this was done about a week ago, right? And under each plaque, under each picture, they have a plaque where it has like an explanation of what they've done, right? So
Oh
Trump
God.
not only did one for himself, but he also did one for previous President Obama and also for Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden's one stood out the most because I don't know what Biden did to him specifically, but he got beef with him for real. Like he's like, hey, now from here on out, my focus is on you and you alone. All right. So let me blow this up. Come on, blow up, blow up. Let me see if I can share for you on here. Up commercials. Get off of here. Let's see. Can I share this?
Oh no.
Yep. Boom. Here we go. Let me know if you can see that.
Hold on. Where you share it to?
It should be on there, no?
Uh oh, yeah.
Okay. So let's see.
Okay.
As you
Is it
can
up?
see, it says Sleepy Joe Biden was
Oh
by
my G.
far, this is how he starts off the plaque, was by far the worst president in American history, taking office as a result of the most corrupt election ever seen in the United States. Biden oversaw a series of unprecedented disasters that brought our nation to the brink of destruction. His policies caused the highest inflation ever recorded, leading to the US dollar to lose more than 20% of its value in 4 years. His Green New scam surrendered American energy dominance, and by abolishing the southern border, Biden let 21 million people from all over the world pour into the United States, including from prisons, jails, mental institutions, and insane asylums. His Afghanistan disaster was among the most humiliating events in American history. and resulted in the unaliving of 13 brave American service members, with many others gravely wounded. Seeing Biden's devastating weakness, Russia invaded Ukraine and Hamas terrorists launched the heinous October 7th attack on Israel. Now, here's the next
Wow.
part. Nicknamed both Sleepy
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
Crooked.
Damn.
I'll tell you, the petty knows no bounds. Was dominated by his radical left handlers. They and their allies in the fake news media attempted to cover up his severe mental decline and his unprecedented use of the auto pen. Following his humiliating debate loss to President Trump in the big June 2024 debate, he was forced to withdraw from his campaign for re-election in disgrace. Biden weaponized law enforcement against his political opponent while also persecuting many other innocent people. He left office issuing blanket pardons to radical Democrat criminals and thugs, as well as members of the Biden crime family. But despite it all, President Trump would get reelected in a landslide and save America.
Bruh. Listen.
So, I ask you again, in the presidential walk, he put this information on plaques under the pictures of the presidents, former presidents. Who's pettier?
See, 50 Cent petty. That right there is fried. Like to where if like I ain't gonna lie, if he was to insult me, I wouldn't even be insulted. Like it's just not even now. If 50 Cent Saudi, yeah, I'm gonna lose sleep over that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna lose sleep over that.
I'm losing sleep over this.
But ain't nobody checking for that nigga. You
Man,
know
I
what I'm
couldn't
saying?
believe it. I couldn't
That's
believe it.
that's my most politically correct way of saying that without like being banned from platforms and stuff.
Yeah, that's
But
why I'm watching what I say. But
but
I will say this. There was a lot more that happened this year. There's a lot of good stuff as well. We had some funny stuff in there. But what we showed is that it's just another year that's gone on, and it's another year that's coming up for you, individuals that are watching this, to do whatever you were thinking about doing, whatever you were trying to push off. You don't have to wait till a New Year's resolution to do what you need to do to better yourself. You can start
yeah,
today, you can start tomorrow. Do not let this be another year where you say, I'm gonna go
yeah.
ahead and do it. Get it done, and you'll see some good things come from it. So that's my end of the year recap part for
Yep.
myself.
And hey, and the first thing you need to do if you a podcaster, content creator, you need to join the Mini Mike's Media and Production Coalition. That's what you need to do. It's only $25 a month, bruh. That's
Yeah.
because we're not trying to come up off of this. We just trying to get out here. You know what I'm saying? With that $25, you could get free placement of your content on BTV that streams on Roku and Amazon Fire. Make sure you tap in, man. Hey, BTV Media Team at gmail.com. Y'all can find us. BTV, BE space TV on all the platforms. Just put that in. It's the black and gold, you know what I'm saying, joint. But
Can't go wrong with it.
like T said though, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, if it's anything if the Lord bring it to your mind to think about doing, that's because he wants you to take action on it. He just ain't about to entertain you with a thought in your head because he could have gave it to somebody else. Move on that. And don't think that you're not supported. Man, one of the beautiful parts of social media is the fact that you could join various groups, chats, and stuff, and you could talk to like-minded people that'll share resources with you and everything. So take advantage of those opportunities that's out there. For example, shout out to X Squad DJs. That's a DJ coalition that cares about you. Not no shade towards any other DJ coalition, but as um as a part of X Squad DJs, we want to help you get developed, not just DJs, but those that offer services to musical artists or DJs as well. So make sure y'all tap in. If you got any music that you want played, we got a bunch of different media platforms. Hey, go to my page, Lexi Connects, on Facebook and IG and TikTok, and you'll see some of my postings as far as to get connected with X Squad DJs. Mini Mics Coalition, the same. Make sure you tap in to watchbtv.com today until 7 a.m. We got a marathon with Telephone, one of the funniest sketch comedy shows that you need to, what I'm saying, tap into. And then also make sure Hair on Ave is up on Tubi right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Like T said earlier, hey, it's quite a few of us from the Mini Mics Coalition that you'll see in there. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the La Tania, Honey Bad, also
Sean Bell. Sean
right,
Bell.
Sean Bill, also Brandon McWhorter, and we look, man, we shout out everybody too. Lady K Denise, not everybody is in here on that, but you know what I'm saying. We just shouting out everybody. Douglas
Yep.
Hampton, we shouting out the whole team, man. And please, charge it to my mind and not to my heart if I forgot your name in the
We
list.
got
But
Kendra. You know what I'm saying? We got Sonia. We got, trust me, man, there's so many people in that group. You can't go
yeah.
wrong with it.
Yeah, so make sure y'all tap in. And this guy right here that I've been vibing with for the last hour, TNC Reacts, y'all got to catch him on. Man, man, he dropping new stuff like every 20 minutes. No, like,
Hey, I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to flood the market. You feel me? I'm trying to
hey,
flood
for
the
real.
market
Hey,
from shorts to
go
videos.
ahead and
You know
tell
what
them
I'm
where to
saying?
find you at.
You can find me on YouTube at TNC Reacts, like it's down here in the corner, all one word, youtube.com/TNC Reacts. You can find me on TikTok, TNC Reacts Zero. I also got a Reddit page. I'm all over the place. So it's all TNC Reacts, one word. Trust me, I got videos for days. I've got reaction videos, and I'm about to start getting more cracking off. But don't get it twisted. I'm still on BTV first, though.
For sure, for sure.
Yep.
'Cause, hey, what we gonna do is we gonna be introducing some new content for y'all blurs that's out there. Liquid Fox Media has dropped some new stuff to us that, man, it's not even gonna be released until 26. And shout outs to Mr. Ephraim
Mm.
Abdullah. Him and his media team also got some stuff. And if y'all missed it, we had a fight. Oh, something else great that happened 2026. I mean 2025 was we had a great first Christmas for BTV. We had a whole like little holiday mashup for, guys, some holiday music. And we had the cutest, the cutest young man, young Caleb. Him and his friends had a Christmas special. And man, hey, we did numbers. We did numbers this week. Shout out to young Caleb and friends. They showed up and showed out this holiday season. And and I would be remiss if I don't, what I'm saying, before we close out, I would like to mention a few names in memory, some people that we lost this year. you know um even though sometimes people be saying on Facebook, oh, y'all don't know these people, why y'all worry about them dying? Because a lot of these people we grew up seeing. When our parents was off working, we was learning life lessons from their TV shows or their movies, or it's a
That's
part
true
growing
though.
up. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I'm
true
saying?
though. Yep.
Like when Theo died, that was everybody big brother. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that passed, unfortunately, this past year, but these is the ones that I came across from the first like little link or whatever. But Gene Hackman and his wife passed away
Mm,
in February. George Foreman, Hulk
yep.
Hogan, that was a controversial one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan, that's another conversation.
Yep. Yep.
The great Ozzy Osbourne,
Oh yeah. Yep.
Giorgio Armani, passed
Dang,
away in
I forgot
September.
about that too. Jeez.
And I call her the monkey lady, Dr. Jane Goodall. She passed away to her great reward in October, along with Diane Keaton. Not at the same time, but
Yeah,
Diane Keaton passed away as well. She was
yeah,
funny, like in
yeah.
all
That
my
was
little.
surprising. That was
Yeah,
surprising.
yeah, that was my girl. She was 79. And
Dang,
Jane Goodall was 91.
dang. Yo, I didn't know that. That's
All
crazy.
all of these people lived a nice long life.
Yeah,
Um, Val Kilmer, that shocked me at
yeah. But you knew it was
65.
coming if you watched that last Top Gun. If you watched that
Oh,
movie, you could tell it was coming.
oh wow.
Yeah, he couldn't even speak in the movie. He had the stuff on his neck, and he could barely talk, and he was. So most of his
Wow.
role, he was typing. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And something that snuck in on me, I didn't know Dick Cheney died.
Yeah, yeah. That was, you know, there's a reason why it wasn't promoted or wasn't talked about as much. You have to think about who's in charge right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
But
that was they didn't make a big deal of it like you people thought they were, but no, they kind of slid that under the rug because you got to look at the time and when it happened.
yeah. And then also Rob Reiner, in which we talked about that briefly.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else I missed that you could think of?
Um, it was a couple. I know there was one that was a politician. She had a breaking and entering where it happened with her. Then there was the Pope that passed this year.
Yeah, yep.
Um, uh, let me see, because I had it earlier. Hold up, 1 second. I'll tell
I'm
you.
looking. I'm looking right now. Let's see.
All right, so we
Oh,
had
Irv Gotti. We can't forget Irv Gotti.
yep, Irv
Young
Gotti.
Young Bleed.
Uh,
Now Young Bleed took me by that. That was like a couple days after that verses.
oh yeah. Oh, and then another one I forgot about, Robert Redford.
Yep, Robert Redford. Malcolm Jamal Warner died this year because I did just mention
Yep,
him.
yep, swimming. Say yeah, that was crazy. Wasn't it saving somebody though?
It was a
What
couple conflicting stories, then it kind of died out.
yeah, it was a lot of people.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many that happened this year. You know, a lot of bad things that happened this year. That's why I didn't want to focus on it. Oh, and then we got a what is notable one? What did it say? Another crazy event that happened this year. Jake Paul getting his jaw broke at the end of the year.
and
you
Mike
know,
Tyson saying he wish he would have won. He wish he would have been the one to go off
yeah, and
script.
people bringing up scripts a lot, script. I'm like, there's no way he would say that now. You know what I mean? Because that would be too dangerous. But I will say that the only thing I'm gonna give Jake Paul credit on is that whoever his team was that said, go fight this guy, and he said, okay. He got 90. Hey, look, for 92 million, I'll take a broken jaw. All right. 92 mil, sign me up right now. You know what I'm saying?
With
And
no
shout out to
training.
Anthony
With no
Joshua.
training. It'll be the quickest fight ever.
Shout out to Anthony Joshua for keeping boxing legit and not letting it go to the wayside to where they could try to actually play it off like this guy is really that top tier, because it is
Right.
levels to it. And, he shouldn't have had his mouth open when he got punched in the jaw. That's all I'm saying. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, keep your mouth shut. But it
Yeah.
was a good event. It brought a lot of light to boxing again. We just had Terrence Crawford retire after winning the title, becoming the top dog in the league in the
And
boxing
another
world.
and another thing, hey, Clarissa Shields talked cash shit all 2025.
And she won every fight that she did.
But
The
I ain't
woman
gonna
is
lie.
unmatched.
I would like to see her humble herself a little bit. That's my personal opinion. Cause it's somebody out there that's gonna knock her
You
block
know
off.
what's sad about her situation is she was quiet up
Man,
until like 2 years ago. She was
I'm so
very humble, very
listen,
quiet. And the
and
moment
the
she
girl
started talking, you
she a
know what
little
I mean?
slow. She's slow. Let K Lexi said it, yes. I'm sorry, baby girl. I don't want no beef. I got some hot ones in the clip. I'm not even about to fight with you. I ain't fighting no dinosaurs. But I ain't saying she on the spectrum. But that elevator don't go all the way up to the top. You can, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, oh, look at my outfit. I look good. I mean, come on, man. She done got hit around a couple times, bro. She
Look,
like,
I can't disrespect it because I've been a fan of hers since before. When she won her second gold medal, I was a fan of hers. And then when I found out her story growing up, made me a bigger fan of hers. Because I don't even think they included a lot of it in that movie they had made about her. But I remember reading an article about her, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna follow her after that. The woman has won more titles than anybody else. She's been the most undisputed female. And like I said, until she pulled a Floyd. When Floyd was humble, he wasn't making no money. But the moment he went villain, the money started pouring in. So
yeah,
she's just taking the business model from Floyd. That's
yeah.
pretty much it.
And
And now
see,
everybody
like,
want to knock her out, but they got to pay for it.
but see, like for me, okay. See, you had me with the, you know what I'm saying, all of that going through. And I could respect that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that, yeah, you have I don't know. I like humble people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just show up, just do what you do. But when you say ain't never, can't never, no, nothing, no, bro, you signing a check. You signing a check.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you see she offered 100 grand? She was like, I'll give 100 grand to any female that can come to the gym and whoop me.
man, just come to the gym.
Just go to the gym, put some gloves on, and box her. If you beat her, she'll give you 100 grand.
How many rounds though?
I don't know. You better Google it, find out real quick. You know what I
Man,
mean?
because I know some females that might be able to give her a run for her money that first round. But if you say 9 rounds, 6 rounds, then no, it gets slim. It gets slim. But
But I think that's gonna keep her on her toes because think about it. Everybody that come in to do the sparring trying to knock you out every round, man, your hands is gonna be superb. Man. You ain't gonna
man,
take no
I
L's.
I feel like I like what I feel like, man, she being exploited. You know, it don't
Mm.
hit the same as when Mayweather do it. Like, man, she looks slow when she do it. Mayweather look confident. She look amped up like somebody, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that one person in the group that never had attention, that all of a sudden now the camera is on you. I don't like from the PR side, I don't like the way she's looking in the media.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
get
I'm
what you're
saying?
saying.
It could be spent a lot better. You know what I'm saying? And she could probably still because she's still gonna have them wins. She's still gonna have them belts. But baby girl, don't let them have you looking like no motherfucking fool.
I give
You
you
know
that.
what I'm saying? Like that's what you know what I'm saying. That's what I kind of don't like. I'm rooting for her. I'm
Yeah.
rooting for her, and I'm rooting for that fight to happen for that female that's gonna give her a run for her money because that's gonna be a good damn fight. That's gonna be a
I,
good fight.
I don't see it happening until she starts slipping. You know when that age start kicking in. Because right now, for the last, I say the last 10 years, she's been a dog. She just been every time somebody hit her once, she come back with 3, 4 of them because she like, how dare you hit me? You know what I'm
She don't have
saying?
no fear. She don't have no fear though, cause
And
she
that's what
got
makes
the
her.
little
That's what
short
make her that
arms,
woman.
right? So she got to get all in close in order to, you know what I'm saying?
Unless she got
So
T-Rex arms. I'm telling you, you got to go back and watch some of her fights. You'll be like, okay, I see what it is. She's just one of the. She's just that. She's that one that she got to find reasons to stay angry to be able to perform at that level. Because this another podcast to talk about with boxing. People that box have to find a reason to stay involved in it. Because I can't remember the boxer's name. He was like, it's hard to get up and run at 3 o'clock in the morning when you got silk drawers on. You gotta stay angry. You gotta be mad about nothing. You just gotta who is this? I hate your guts. And then you just gotta go out there and run and box all the time.
you
Because you're
can't
just
be no
mad at
happy
nobody.
boxer.
You gotta be mad at something. You know, you can't be happy. When Tyson was at his most ferocious, he was not a happy person.
That's
Think about it.
good point.
You know,
Good
you got to be an angry person to do these things. You know, when you see a boxer going in there like, "Yay, I'm ready to fight," and they just
man.
smiling the whole time, you like, they're gonna kill that boy. You know what I'm saying? You see
That boy.
somebody walking in there unhappy, and they just like, they only here to because they want to hurt you. Then you're like, okay, that person's fear. I'm scared of this person. That person like Peg used to come in there like this, but then he started beating the brakes off you, and you'd be like, oh man, hold on, he's scary. And then after he beat you up, he's like, I want to thank you very much for coming out. You have a great day. I love you all. Thank you. And he's still smiling. Another dude beat up all blooded, like, you
And
know,
he just got beat up by a Happy Joe.
you know. But yeah, so I think that's what she's doing. I think she's keeping herself angry because I'm like, you a millionaire. What are you so upset about? Everything that you post is like, one minute you happy, the next minute you cussing somebody out online. Like it's like she has to motivate herself to be angry. Like some of the way she dressed,
Yeah.
I think she's doing on purpose to get people to respond. So she can get angry, so she can go to the gym and start beating up the
Yeah,
bag.
yeah. That's what it is. They posted that content so she could read them comments and get mad.
Mm-hmm. They're like, look,
So for
when
the
you
for
happy,
the
you ain't
record, Clarissa, if you need some motivation, I could talk shit all day.
fight.
I can. I can. I got some stuff packed up. I could deliver. I'm talking about cash shit, as they used to say, like cash shit. So if you want to put me
That's
on your
terrible.
payroll to help you motivate, man, I'm telling you.
What, you just gonna stand in the corner just to say a bunch of harshful stuff?
Yep, for real. For real. Like, man, you gonna let her hit you like that? Like, man, you soft, bruh. Like, she called your arm short. Like, you can't
uh,
reach her. For real. But you know what though? It's hey, more power to her. I love to see that she's excelling in boxing. But
yeah.
to me, it's not in any sport. I don't like domination. It ain't no
Okay.
competition in that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Can we get a contender for her, a rivalry, somebody where it be close and then you come back and you whooped her ass and then you know what I'm saying? Let's get this
Mhm.
going. I want to feel like a Browns fan. You feel me? Feel like every week you never know what might happen. More than likely you're gonna lose though. But that's how y'all Browns fans be.
I was gonna let you ride, but just look, just I don't want to hear nothing because once y'all may make it to the playoffs, y'all not gonna get past the first game. And then you're gonna
Man,
sit
hey,
there and say, well, he was a dinosaur throwing the football. You knew that when they first signed him. I don't want to hear nothing else. You will not give me no more technical difficulties. Y'all trash too.
but I
Winning
mean,
season don't mean nothing if you don't make it further than the first game.
what explanation do y'all have to have good players and can't pull together a decent season? What
I'm gonna tell you, look,
explanation?
they gotta look. I'm gonna keep it 100. I have never seen the commentary world lose their mind begging for a coach to be fired until this year. No, seriously. I don't know if you saw it. They were begging for Kevin Stefanski to be fired. They were like, get him out of here now. And I have never seen, what's his name? Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless don't show Cleveland sports any love. This was the first time he was like, you need to fire this man right now. He was like, this dude is sabotaging everything. And I've never, tell me right now, you have ever seen anything this bad.
Yeah, from what I see, and I don't really follow the Browns. I believe that, which I'm kind of glad it went this way because it was beneficial. Excuse me, for our teams. I mean, for my teams. That Shador should have played from the beginning of the season and should have practiced with the appropriate people he should have been practicing with. So then that way they had a communication. I think the Browns would have done a lot. I really got a little scared when y'all got Shador. But hey, in true Browns fashion, hey, y'all have fumbled the bag every time.
Yep.
He
And
Shador gonna go somewhere and be great.
and that typically is the Cleveland Browns layout now.
Cause I hear what you call it, Rub Up Watson is coming off a injured whatever.
You called him Robo Watson?
Rub Up Watson.
Rub up. Yo, that's top tier. That's top tier. Ever since he ain't been able to do that, he's been trash.
I forgot all about him until I seen him on the news the other day talking
And
about
I
it.
don't, I worried about when they signed him from the beginning because that deal was insane. And that was pretty much guaranteed up. That was upfront guaranteed money, all of
Yeah,
it.
just to
It
pay
blew
his
my mind.
legal fees.
Yeah, that's all it did. And he's been injured ever since. He
Yeah,
hasn't taken us nowhere. Then we had Flacco. That's when we went to the playoffs. Then got rid of him. I mean, the Browns are actually they have rotated the most quarterbacks since they got back in.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
whatever. But this has been a year where it's like there was deliberate sabotage. So, you know, and I'm
yes.
sorry, you're gonna have to get rid of your coach too, because
No,
just because
Tomlin
y'all
ain't.
be just because y'all have winning seasons, don't mean that y'all great. Y'all still trash.
Bruh, we consistent, bruh. Don't
Yeah,
worry about don't worry
y'all
about what we doing
consistently
over.
never make it past the first round. You consistently do that since the last time y'all won the title. And y'all
Eh,
see the thing about the Browns, right? Browns fans are this: we are anything but loyal. We will be loyal through the worst. We are in the most abusive relationship that you can ever think of, and we still stay down. Y'all
That's
flip
that
flop every
toxic
week.
shit.
Yeah,
That
y'all ain't no better.
that's why.
Y'all not no better.
Public announcement to the world. If you ladies, if you come across a man and he asks you, I mean you ask him, who is your favorite team? If he say the Browns, run.
No,
Because he ain't
no.
gonna know when to call it quits. He's down for that toxic up and down, waiting to see what next season gonna bring.
No, we gonna
No,
stay down with you through the thick and thin. We gonna be there for you. We got your back. We gonna be there for you every day of the week.
no. Find you a
Telling you.
find you a Steelers fan.
No, Steelers fans beat on you. That's what they do. they beat on you. They treat you when you're down. They're gonna kick you. All right. Don't trust them. Don't trust the Steelers. They're horrible people.
Oh, such
They'll bring up
slander.
stuff from 20 years ago just to make you feel
Allegedly. Allegedly.
they do. You saw somebody do it right now. We weren't even talking about Shador, and she brought him up first.
I'm
Wasn't
just
even on
saying.
her list. She was like, "It's not even on my list." But let's see
Man,
what it is.
Steeler players shoot
That's a Steelers
themselves. You
fan.
know what I'm saying? We do shit like that. Shout outs to Plexico Birds from back in the day. They shoot
I was like, y'all
themselves
shoot
in the club.
birds. Y'all shoot yourself in the foot in the club. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's the other
No.
one? He just got traded. He was with y'all, but he got traded to the Cowboys. They were calling him the official crash out for y'all team because
Not the,
he wouldn't even be playing the ball and he'd be fighting off somewhere trying to body
like you
slam.
need to be playing for the Pistons and shit. Cause who
Man,
is
I'm
the
telling you,
Cause
hostile.
wasn't it a dude from the Steelers that just got fined for getting into it with the green haired guy?
Um,
It was a fan or something. I missed it.
I'm gonna have to look because I try not to watch y'all games, because y'all make me
Man,
sick.
you want to see some real football? You watch them Steelers and leave them Browns alone. I'm trying.
Real
You see what
football,
colors
really.
is on the screen? Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Man,
I'm
look,
sorry.
you talking about real football. Every time I
Real
watch,
football.
y'all last game was purely about survival. Y'all were stuck like this, like,
Your
uh,
whole season is about survival. We can
all
take
right.
them couple.
We knew what it was. We knew what it was the moment they put Gabriel out there. It was like, oh, here we go again. Like
Just
we
try
just
not to leave. Don't try not to lose too bad. That's all.
exactly. He was like, at least fight, at least pinch him, do something. You know what I mean? I'm not,
Man.
I'm not, I'm not gonna stand for this from a Steelers fan. I'm
That
not.
the only reason the Browns got the most completed Hail Marys in the league is because they have the most attempted Hail Marys in the league.
Would you just Googled that right now? You just
No, that's
looked it
off the
up.
top of my head.
You just over there like, let me see what I can say bad about the Browns right
Yeah. I needed something else. The parade was getting old.
Oh man, yeah,
But
because we don't
hell,
have to do that no more because we're winning games, except for when we're
man,
sabotaged. Like,
I'm telling you, man, we
because when
gonna
he ran
yeah.
that Wildcat, I was like, they did what? I was getting phone calls about it. They was like, bro, did you see what happened at the end? I'm like, nah, what you talking about? They was like, man, they ran a Wildcat. I'm like, what? I had to go pull it up because it's hard to see those games in the South. I had to
Yep.
pull it up, and I saw. I'm like, "Where's Shador?" It's like, "Oh, they pulled him out the game." I'm like, "The dude just pushed y'all down 80 yards, got you a touchdown, and you pull him out the game. That's insane."
That's Cleveland Browns.
No, that's Kevin Stefanski. You will not
That's
blame that on the rest of us. You will not blame the brand. If I was the owner, I'd actually go downstairs and I'd be like, "We got to talk."
I know I stand behind Tomlin. I stand behind our coach. I stand behind Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? If Tomlin make a decision, hey, that's what Tomlin felt was best.
You're lying to yourself right now, and you know
But I mean,
it. After the
did it
game, you'd be like, "What was he thinking?"
that nigga drunk? He drinking on the field again.
It'd be funny because sometimes when stuff happens, he do be lost though. He'd be like this, like,
Man, when them
"Who
bags
caught?"
get puffy up under them eyes, you already know them Tomlin eyes be
Uh,
going.
nah, but I like Tomlin, man. He a real one, man. He wouldn't even wear a
Man,
jacket when it would be blizzards. He wouldn't even wear a jacket just so he could be like the rest of the squad. So I got to give him props.
I
I ain't got nothing bad to say about
hey
him.
for real, if I get to make a wish, I want to play spades with Tomlin.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
He seemed like he just a cool ass dude though. But ain't that nigga like he ain't even that old though.
Nah, nah, nah.
He just like a couple years older than you.
You really. I see what you did there. You know what I mean? I see what you did there. You know what? You got that one. You got that one.
I'm
You
just
know, I ain't
saying.
even in that age range, so I can't even be offended.
Yeah, that's okay though. You know what I'm saying. But hey, that's great. We could end this show on a good note. Talk about them
Yep.
Steelers.
Man, forget your Steelers, man.
Yeah, them Steelers. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa doing his 6 months and 9 months overseas. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Dang.
Yeah, another thing, Young Thug was released in 2025.
And now Wiz
Yeah.
Khalifa been booked up. Ain't that something?
I know, ain't that crazy? Y'all gonna learn, man. Leave them drugs, man. Ain't no drugs in the United States worth taking overseas, bro. Leave that shit here. That shit probably better overseas. Just find it when you go over there.
Or
Link
just
up
drink
with
some water and do some Zen meditations or something. Figure something else out when you go overseas. Mind over matter. You
yeah,
know, come on.
yeah, for real. Y'all ain't
The
learn
plug
from
ain't everywhere. Yeah, the
yeah.
plug is not everywhere.
Yeah, just let it be. So you gonna find you fuck around and find out for real.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep,
but
exactly. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Damn, it's been an hour and almost 45 minutes, man. It's been
yeah,
good talking to y'all. We gonna chime back in sometime soon. Make sure y'all stay tapped in with us at BTV for the new year. I don't know what we're gonna be doing, but we're gonna be dropping some new stuff. We got stuff coming from Liquid Fox Media. Shout outs to X Squad DJs, Mini Mike's Media and Production Coalition. I'm your girl K Lexi, and this guy here. Go ahead and say yourself.
TNC reacts. Be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody.
All right, y'all.
Peace.